Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today is not going to be a fashion video, but will be a DIY video, hence I'm in what I typically wear at home. I worked on a few projects this weekend, so I wanted to share them with you. The first, I'm standing in front of the second one that you'll see on the video, which is just some items that I picked up when I was on the beach on a couple of vacations. So these sea fans are from Jamaica, these sand dollars are from Jamaica. Some of these items are from Ghana, and I've wanted to put them up for a long time now, and since we're in quarantine, I thought it would be a good time to do it. This one I had already done last year. So I'm really proud of how these turned out. So the video will showcase how I created these, and I also worked on a tall boy dresser for my son's room because I took over his closet, so I needed to give him some storage space. So the video will include that as well. So hope you enjoy and stay tuned. Thank you. Okay, so this is my DIY project for this weekend. We moved into this lovely home that has less closet space than my townhouse. And I've taken over my son's closet, so I'm going to finish this dresser for his room. I got it at Value Village before this stupid COVID-19 situation for $9.99. So I'm gonna make it black to go with my son's decor in his room. So I started with the drawers and the front of the dresser, just these little grooves, and I didn't get a paintbrush, so I'm using the tiny roller here. So hopefully I'll get that nice and neat. And I'll do the top next. I'll leave the sides and the legs for last. It's important to start with, you know, the detailed areas and the front that's going to be most visible to make sure you, one, have enough paint and have a consistent look on the front of the dresser. And the top I'll do next because obviously that would be most visible as well. So at least I started. Okay, folks, so I'm pretty much done this lovely dresser for Mr. Isaiah, except the legs. But guess what? I don't have a paintbrush, so look what I'm gonna be using. A dollar store eyeshadow brush. Don't laugh, but it's gonna get done today. So this is it. The sun is going down and I'm all done. Even my little legs are done. So once it's in his room, I'll take a little picture for you. Another DIY day. It's a gloomy Saturday, so I thought I would get to what I've been meaning to since we've moved, is to put these sea fans and shells on the wall in our bathroom that I've collected over the years. In this one, I collected some sand dollars, so I'm thinking to do the frame gold just like that. I have this gold wipe-on paint that I got from Michael, so I might do that on this frame. And glue the sand dollars inside the shadow box. I'm wondering if I should put some actual sand on the back plate of this box. I'll show you what the sand dollars look like. I got them in Jamaica last year. June, I think we went on our family vacation. And they are in this little thing all wrapped up nice and neat so that they don't break because they are very delicate. So I've got a number of these. I don't know how many I have. Probably like, I don't know, eight of them. So I'm going to put these in some kind of fashion, kind of like how I glued those sea eggs or whatever you want to call them into that. This one, this box is from Michael's. I just bought a piece of glass at the dollar store, which happened to fit perfectly. It's quarantine, so I don't know that I can find a piece of glass that will fit this, so that's why I'm thinking to put sand on the bottom of this. I don't know if putting glue at the bottom, then throwing sand on it will work, but I think I might try that and see how that works. So I'm gonna try to use one of these glues. This E6000 is what I normally use to adhere things to surfaces. I know I'll be using it for the sea fan, but I have no idea if either one of these will hold the sand. I just need a light layer of the sand, and I have a bag of sand that I brought back from Barbados eons ago. So I'm gonna use a little bit of it on that surface that came out of that shadow box. So I'll keep you posted. So I'm using the E6000 glue. I decided not to use this other one, Bison glue, because it was yellow and I didn't want it showing through at any point on the sand. So I'm just using a plastic spoon, just something to rub it on. And I am just going, I've done this side already, and I'm just doing it in little sections. And then I just take some sand and sprinkle it on. And as you can tell, I'm letting, so the sand has still some little pieces of wood and whatever you would find on the beach is still in there. So I'm leaving that because I want it to look as natural as possible. And I'll just go and do the whole thing, and then I'll shake it off, and hopefully we'll have enough sand on there to make it have some texture behind the sand dollars that I'll be putting on here. So here I have the wax, I guess kind of paint that was hardened, and I've just, like I said, added some hot water to it and mixing it up. Hopefully it will work and it will stick to the frame. In the meantime, I'm allowing the sand on the backboard to dry, and I'm just gonna start applying this paint to the to this frame. So I'm just gonna use this sponge brush that I got at the dollar store, and I'm just gonna start wiping it on. It doesn't have to be neat, because on the other frame I allowed some of the black to show through, and I'm starting on the sides because the front is where I need it to be neatest the most, because that's what's going to be showing once it's up on the wall. So I'm just brushing it along, and then I'm going to do like the other sides, and then turn it around. So I'll do all 4 sides, and then I'll do the front. So it doesn't have to be neat. You can just brush it on however and let it look however. If you want it to be solid gold, then obviously you've got to go through and make sure. This is looking actually pretty neat. I don't see a lot of black going through, but whatever. And I'll just do the other side. And then I'll just have to let it dry and then do the last side. Okay, so I've rearranged the sand dollars. There was one broken one, but I've rearranged them, still leaving some space. I'm thinking to add some of these little items. This I got in Ghana, and as well as this, and this starfish a little broken. So what I probably would do is include some of these pieces and then just maybe hide the broken part underneath. And this is another sea egg. This is also from Ghana, so I might place that there. I don't know what they call these, but I have a bigger one in that shadow box, but I might add this somewhere here. I love the fact that the sand dollars are different colors. This one's gray. This one has a little bit of, I don't know, it looks like mustard, but it's whatever was happening on the beach with them or under the water with them. So it looks really cool, but that's it. The frame, where did the frame go? I don't even know where that frame is right now. But, oh, the frame is here. So it's finished, it's dry. So I'll probably just, this is what it's gonna look like. Just something like that. So I'll glue those pieces down. As you can see, not a lot of the sand stayed, but enough to give it a good background. So that's it. We're all done once I glue it. Okay, so I have a piece of Bristol board from the dollar store that we're going to use as the backing in the frame. Ideally, I would have wanted the sea fan inside the frame behind the glass, but because of the thickness, I'm going to have to glue the sea fan to the front of it. So we just need a contrast, and we're going to use this and put this inside. So I'm just going to use what came with the frame as a template, and I'm going to lay it on here and cut it, and just use an X-Acto knife and cut it to fit inside, and that's what I'll use as my backing. I'm just applying glue to parts of the sea fan that will touch the mirror, and I'm just going to lightly put some here. I don't want it to show too much, so put a little just to fix it to the mirror, not the mirror, but the glass. And then we're just gonna turn this over, make sure we are as centered as possible. And then I'm just gonna, I have no idea where the glue is, but I think as long as this base is glued down, we're good. So you can see the Bristol board behind the glass. Like I said, ideally this would have been great if it could be in a shadow box, but they are hella expensive and I don't know how to make one yet. So this is what we're doing for now. I might have to use something to rest the sea fan down, just so that we can get it to stay where it needs to stay. But that's it. I'm just using these hanging screws from Home Depot, and I've just screwed them into the wall just where I'd like it to be, and hopefully this sits where we need it to sit. I think I have to stand up. it's not in the middle. Does that look off? It looks good. Yeah, I have to move this over a little bit. I hope you enjoyed the video and that it was inspiring. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Please stay safe.